Hi, today we're untangling a viral story. Rabbits, deserts, and one of the most ambitious environmental projects on Earth. By the end, you'll know what actually happened, why rabbits were involved, and what the real wins and risks are. Let's go. In the last few years, thousands of short videos, Facebook posts, and YouTube clips have made the same claim. China released millions of rabbits into a barren desert, and the desert turned green. The numbers float all over the place, 1.2 million, 4 million, even more, and the stories promise a fairy tale rabbit miracle. Many viewers share them because, well, it sounds like magic. Enter Kubuqi Desert and one man, Wang Wenbiao. Starting as a local entrepreneur, Wang and his company, Elion Resources, built a big, integrated restoration project in Kubuqi. Over decades, they planted hundreds of millions of shrubs and trees, built roads and solar farms, changed land use, and worked with local communities to turn parts of the desert into productive land. Independent reporting and UN write-ups call Kubuqi a model of large-scale restoration driven by a mix of business and ecology. So, where do rabbits come in? The short answer, they were not simply set loose as a wild army. Instead, in places like the Kubuqi and surrounding towns, domesticated Rex-type rabbits were bred and raised as part of an integrated ecological and economic system. Rabbit husbandry provided several useful things at once: food and fur value for local people, a source of manure, natural fertilizer, and an animal that could browse young willow shoots, helping to prune and cycle biomass. In short, rabbits were part of a managed approach, a farmed, controlled element in a larger restoration and rural development plan. Here's the science-simplified version of why rabbits can help in a controlled restoration scheme. Fertilizer. Rabbit droppings are rich in nitrogen and other nutrients. Spread around young plants, they accelerate soil building, turning loose sand slowly into soil that can hold water and feed roots. Pruning and foraging. Rabbits nibble young shoots. In carefully managed amounts, this can stimulate certain plants to regrow stronger, creating more biomass and organic matter. Economic leverage. Raising rabbits creates income for villagers: meat, fur, small-scale industry. That makes restoration economically sustainable. People protect the trees and plants because they have a stake in the system. Closed systems versus wild release. Crucially, the animals in these projects are often kept in hutches, fed, and used as an industrial link, not abandoned as wild animals that would run off and become pests. That controlled bio-industrial loop: plants feed rabbits, rabbits produce fertilizer and income, and the cycle helps stabilize the reclaimed land. Several Chinese outlets and photos show Rex rabbit farms adjacent to greened areas in Kubuqi. Now, the important correction: released into the desert implies chaos, rabbits roaming free and magically greening the sand. That's not what the credible reports show. Instead, what happened in many cases was a deliberate, managed industry and ecology approach. Rabbit farms, planted willows, fences, irrigation where needed, and lots of human planning. Viral clips compress decades and complex management into one dramatic sentence, and the internet prefers drama. This isn't a perfect miracle. There are important caveats. Scale and water. Trees and intensive restoration consume water. Placing many plants in arid landscapes requires planning so groundwater isn't depleted. Invasiveness risk. If domestic animals are released uncontrolled, they can become pests. Think Australia's rabbit disaster. That's why strict management is necessary. Sustainability. Success depends on ongoing maintenance, economic incentives for locals, and balancing ecological trade-offs. Exaggeration. Many viral numbers are unverified. Different sources quote different figures, from hundreds of thousands to several million, and few provide formal government releases to back exact counts. But the concept, using domestic animals as part of a managed restoration economy, is real and documented in Kubuqi reporting. Why does this story spread, and why should we care? First, desertification is a global crisis. Losing productive land fuels migration, poverty, and climate vulnerability. Second, Kubuqi's model, combining ecology, local economies, and technology like solar power, offers a replicable approach if done carefully. Third, the rabbit angle sells a simple image: nature plus small animals equals hope. But the reality is that hope worked because of people, money, and management, not magic. So, did China release millions of rabbits into the desert? Sort of, but not the way viral headlines say. What happened was a blend of large-scale restoration, local industries, including rabbit husbandry, and careful ecological planning. The rabbit is a symbol in the story, but the real heroes are the planners, farmers, and long-term investments that made greening possible. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with one person who sent you that insane rabbit clip. And tell me in the comments, which part surprised you most? The rabbits, the trees, or the solar farms?